No.
The hell's white
It's
chocolate chip
normal.
cookie? Is it a Kit Kat made of white chocolate?
Yeah.
Ew.
So how about instead of
I
as
prefer
a
white
band name,
chocolate.
why not call it something
Oh
like
wait, we
Eddie
have to go back and talk
Methodisco?
about penises again because we're live now.
Penis!
There you go.
I'm glad you got that in there for our closing episode. There were some interesting things happening last session. You guys picked a fight with a dragon, and the dragon was kind of poning you guys. I
It
would
picked
like
a fight
to.
with us.
You did go into its lair.
We gave it treasure.
Technically, this is the giant's castle. He's a squatter.
True.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Yeah.
true. That you have a point. Also,
He's squatting.
Yeah. Also, you did insult him, right? So that's like it's like barging into someone's home and calling them a giant raging asshole and expecting them to just sit there and be like, okay.
Wait, who insulted him?
I believe it was Flick, if I remember correctly. Flick said something about, right? Shipwreck? What did Flick say? I forget.
I can't remember what he said, but I remember him like basically being like, "Fight me, bitch," and that's kind of how it started.
It was
Did you say "fight me, bitch" to a dragon?
No, it wasn't that exact words, but it was like along those lines.
Yeah, it carried the same intention.
Yeah, and then Dagan was like, "Roll initiative."
I thought it's just because we stood around too long and it was just like getting annoyed with us.
It's probably a combination of factors.
I think everybody here is like pretty familiar, but just in case and for the sake of the VOD, I guess let's go ahead and do a very quick introduction of our characters for any newbies that have wandered in. So Crystal, tell us about yourself.
I'm Crystal. I'm a wood elf druid. I summon lots of goats, and I like to turn into a cat.
Nice. All right. And how about you, Ophala?
My character is Ophala. She's a tiefling bard, and she was actually useful last episode by fearing a dragon.
Very useful. I think you single-handedly saved the party.
No. That would be Fusion.
Yeah, Fusion saved the party too. If it weren't for the heals and if it weren't for the fear, you guys would definitely be dead right now. So there's that. All right. Flick, tell us about yourself.
I play Flick, a dragonborn paladin who follows the tenets of Bahamut, which is the polar opposite of the evil dragons we're fighting right now.
Okay. And Meowthy, how about you?
Meowthy is a dwarven cleric who is just trying to make sure that everybody stays alive through this fight.
That is indeed your prerogative right now, yes. Yeah. I'm curious if you guys happen to take down the dragon, if Meowthy is going to try to take something from the dragon, and if so, what?
The tip of the tail.
He deserves it.
Right?
He just wants the tip.
Oh my god.
Just for a second.
Oh jeez. All right.
It will answer many questions about dragon dicks.
Flashbacks to my last choir camp.
Anyway, what the fuck? Anyway. So last episode, we found that after you had killed Rezmir, the highest ranking cultist leader you know of, and after you killed 2 red wizards of Thay that were trying to topple the Lich Lord of their nation.
Can I stop you right there? We only killed one of them, the other one ran away.
True. That is accurate. Yes, you are correct.
Unless it gives us a benefit later on in the campaign, then we totally killed both of them.
No, you absolutely did not. One of them actually did vanish. To where and to what ends, you don't know.
Rathmadar.
He's probably still out there on the ledge going, fuck, it's cold, somebody let me in.
That was open from the outside as well, just FYI.
Or what's basically happening is he's currently invisible right now, and if we somehow beat the dragon, it's going to uninvis and be like, fireball, bitch!
Well, we need to spread out anyways because we're getting hit by these rays every single time.
Every single time without fail. It's like pretty impressive.
Perfect triangles. It's amazing.
It is pretty impressive. Yeah, you guys need to spread out. And you guys met. So you on your way to meet with the giant leader of this castle. You found a bunch of dead cultists in their barracks with a note from Gemna. Basically, it seemed like a note to you guys, probably, if I had to guess, right? Saying XOXO, just like almost. I don't even know exactly what her intentions were. Maybe just to like say, I guess I'm not so useless or something along those lines.
Maybe it was a love letter to me, I think.
Maybe it was.
Guys, shush.
I mean, he did scoop it up, so.
In any case, I think it's pretty clear that she is here and had been watching you. But in any case, the vast majority of the cult members in this castle appear to be dead. And the giant tasked you with taking on this dragon down here while they search for the vampire. The castle. This is a giant floating castle in the clouds. They were heading towards the Well of Dragons, where apparently the cult has some kind of a base of operations to unload all this treasure that the castle is carrying. But with a dead cultist leader, dead emissaries from Thay, and a bunch of dead cultists, probably not the best idea to go to the Well of Dragons now. So you guys are gonna have to figure out what's going on after you guys kill this dragon and figure out what the storm giant wants to do. I believe Blagothkis had mentioned about going north, where he was building some kind of army to fight dragons. So
He's gonna go call Merry Maids.
Merry Maids, yes. You guys need a clean up crew for sure. A loaded squirrel. All right. So that's pretty much the recap from last time. I decided I'd give it this time because I always put the onus on you guys, so I figured I would take it for once for our last session here.
Decided to take it.
My temporary health bar is missing.
Your temporary health bar is missing because you put a calculation there. So put is 27, and then here I'll do it +8. There you go.
Okay.
35. There you're good now. Okay, so yeah, Ophala and Crystal are up on a ledge 30 feet above Flick and Meowthy. Meowthy and Flick are down below where the treasure are. The dragon went into this tunnel after it was feared, trying to get away from Ophala. So the dragon's going to have to do some rolls while line of sight is broken to see if the fear continues or not. Do you remember? Okay, fear. Actually, I have it right here. So it is a wisdom saving throw, and your spell save DC is what, 14, Ophala?
I think so. Just let me double check.
27.
It's 69.
Nice.
I'm sorry, what is it?
It's
69.
14.
Okay. I was about to say, wait, what? All right. Let's see. If the creature ends its turn in a location. Okay, yeah, and so I already did that. All right. Ophala, I believe we ended on your turn, did we not?
We did.
Yeah, so what's going on?
Well, we kind of need to regroup, so I'm gonna just take a couple of steps over towards the group.
Okay. And I will also, and I'm not, and this is not because of any particular reason, but I do want to mention again that just for everybody's sake, when it's not your turn, think about what you want to do, so we don't have too much dead air while we're live. So anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, Ophala. Go ahead, continue.
And then I'm going to use my final bardic inspiration to give inspiration to Flick.
Okay. So Flick now has bardic inspiration. Fantabulous.
And with that, I'll end my turn because of the movement speed, there's not much I can do, and I am not chasing a dragon by myself.
Okay. All right, Crystal. That means it's your turn.
You know what? Since I can't really talk anyway, I'm just gonna move 5, 10 right over here for when he comes back, so I can kind of chase after him.
Okay. All right.
And I'm gonna chill right here.
Okay, this is a lightning thing. There's nobody there to strike, so I'm assuming you don't want to hit Flick or Meowthy with lightning.
No.
Melt the coins. Melt the coins.
Yeah. Okay, Flick, that means it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to climb up the whatchamacallit, the cliff. So what do you want from me? An athletics roll or what?
So it's 30 feet, and it's difficult terrain. I'm going to say it's going to take 2 turns to try to climb up it. All right.
Okay.
And it's going to take 2 consecutive athletics. So give me an athletics check for this turn.
There's one.
Wow, yeah, you scramble up there. All right, you are halfway up there. Is there anything you would like to try to do while you're dangling from the edge of the cliff?
He's gonna live on a prayer.
Hey, not much I can do because I don't see our target.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Sorry, did I hear Meowthy say something?
No, I just got what May just said.
Oh. All right. Let's see here.
Fail.
Oh, he's pretty far away here. Okay.
I think that
Then-
means he broke.
Okay. Meowthy, it is your turn.
All right, quick question. My normal movement speed is 25 feet. Because this is difficult terrain, we cut that in half, which
Yeah.
means I only move 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to
if
climb. Yeah, go ahead.
If I dash somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
that's 50. Do I move 25?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am just going to dash and move right here.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Ophala, it's your turn again.
Well, again, there's nothing I can really do. I was kind of waiting for people to come up here so we could regroup and do something. But since that's not happening, I'm going to make a little retreat towards this tunnel. I'm going to do like a dash action into this tunnel.
Okay. Because there is a ledge there. Okay, now you can make that. All right. That's what you're doing? That's that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm out. Bye.
Okay. Oh my god. Crystal, it is your turn.
So is everyone just going towards the gold? No, I'll just stay right up here for now.
Flick, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna continue my ascent. At least I hope so. Yeah, that should be good enough.
Yep. You make it up to the top. You are now at the top of the plateau.
Meow.
Can I do an additional 15 movement as a dash?
Yes.
Or was okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Right, Mr. Dragon's turn. Oh,
Shh. Don't say that. Just say he failed it.
if only. Oh God. Okay. Meowthy, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to dash again right there.
Now, is the confusion thingy still being concentrated on by Ophala? That's what the green thing was, right?
I assumed it was. Am I wrong?
The charm square thing? No, that's
The
gone.
hypnotic pattern?
That went away when he did fear, I think.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you're
okay.
holding concentration on fear. That's right.
Crap. That's not good.
What?
Yep.
What were you trying to do?
Trying to get in the middle of that pattern.
Trying to be bait.
Mhm.
Do you want to become hypnotized?
You can still
You
maybe
can't-
become bait.
You
know,
can't ask me that.
you're a little dwarf standing on top of his treasure.
Okay,
I mean,
then as loud as I can, I scream at, "Come and get me, you big bitch!"
Mhm.
Now we my
Okay.
turn.
There it goes.
All right, Ophala.
So these tunnels aren't rough terrain, right?
They actually are rough terrain. Yes, all these are ice tunnels. All the floor and ground and everything is ice.
Well, shit, there goes that idea. The things I should have asked first. Okay, I'm going to take a dash action, and I will come back since the dwarf is so wanting to be bait.
Yo, guys, listen. I'm as your DM, as your very nice DM. I'm going to once again mention. All right, from a tactical perspective, you guys need to spread the fuck out. Stop creating lines. Stop creating cones.
I've been minding my business.
If you can make a direct line between 3 or more of your party, you're in trouble because the dragon can breath all 3 of you. So Ophala, you might want to use the rest of your movement to, like, I don't know, GTFO, maybe somewhere over here or something, or like way over here if you can dash that far. I don't know.
Well, if it's double your movement.
It doubles your movement, yeah. But remember, this is difficult terrain, so it basically if you do a dash action, you can move your normal speed, basically.
There, it's less corny now.
Okay. All right, Crystal, what you gonna do?
We're gonna hop on right here.
Okay.
I'm kind of just hugging this corner, basically.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. That's fine. All right, Flick, what are you gonna do? Wait, whatever happened to your all's potions? Like, I know the party has at least 1 health potion. Like, who has it?
It should be
Crystal
me,
does.
but let me double check.
Okay, if Crystal has it, it's like gone while she's transformed because she absorbs
Oh no,
her
I think we went
equipment.
over this. It was an elixir of health, and it wasn't the same.
No, because Lafir had like 3 health potions.
Yeah, 'cause I
when
don't
you-
have any. Oh, I think those have been long gone.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair
I think
enough.
they've been used.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
I don't have them in my thing.
I do recall somebody wasting
Oh,
a health potion
I
at the
have
start of
to.
the
I actually
adventure.
have to.
You have 2 health potions.
Maybe.
The look that your healer is giving you right now. Oh my god, that's the best. Well, here we are, the last episode of the campaign, ladies and gents, and we discovered we have 2 health potions. All right. Maybe it'll come in handy.
May, do you remember the huge fight I had with Dagamar about dropping to 0? And, about healing up? Trying to save you from death? Many times? You remember that?
Maybe.
All right. Anyway, so Flick. Flick, what are you going to do this turn?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm moving. I'm going to try to move into this tunnel here.
Okay.
Because you said this was another 30-foot drop here, right?
Yeah, so like this whole area down here is 30 feet down.
What about this one?
I didn't see a ping. Hold on, let me zoom out. Do it again. Yeah, it's like a 30-foot drop from any of those entry points there.
Fuck. All right. Wait. Does Meowthy still have rope on him? Does he still have that rope?
I would not. That'd be hanging off the side of the damn cliff right there since she turned it, or since...
Do I still see it?
Yeah, who was holding that last?
I was holding it. Ophala was holding it.
Follow probably dropped it.
All right, so it's sitting right there.
All right. Do I see it?
Yeah, I would imagine so. It would probably be right about here.
All right. Can I, as I'm doing my full dash into there, is there any chance I could just scoop it up?
Sure. Yeah, it's a bonus action. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess you're, yeah. All right. Wait, was that 30?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. What is going on over here?
Dwarf barbecue.
Maybe.
Oh,
He's
frozen
an
dwarf.
ice.
Yeah, frozen dwarf. I'm sorry.
You're a dwarf sickle.
Dwarf sickle. Damn it, you beat me to it.
Ha ha.
Meowthy, it is your turn.
All right, do I hear this dragon at all?
I think you actually see this dragon.
Let me zoom out. Oh shit. Okay.
So you see the ice tunnel's kind of dark, right? But then you see this glowing blue eyes, and then like maybe some glowing blue around a mouth area. You just see it like lurching very quickly through that giant tunnel there.
Okay, let's see. The more permanent solution to this is all right. At the 4th level, I cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
4th level, I will draw the cube in just a moment. Don't worry about that damage. I was just clicking the button so it's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I will close my eyes and start praying madly.
As you probably should right about now.
Oh, thankfully the lightning storm's still going on.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
And
that ends my turn.
all right, Ophala, it is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna. If people are going back towards the treasure hoard, I'm going to come back towards the treasure hoard.
Okay.
So I'm going to dash just over to about here. And if I take another 5, because that's 25, can I come down?
You could jump down.
Can
That
I
worked out
slide
so
down?
well for me.
Can I slide down?
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Never mind. I'll just stay where I am.
All right.
I'll probably die.
Crystal, what you got going on?
Crawling on the wall still, right here.
Okay.
All right, right here. I have my turn.
All right. Flick, what are you doing?
All right. 5, 10, 30. Moving here and basically shouting at Meowthy, trying to get his attention.
What are you shouting?
Get over here.
Okay.
Mortal
Mortal
Yeah, so
Kombat style.
Can you do it in a
Usually-
deep, growly voice? Like, get over here.
Get
Come
over here. All right. So I think he's close enough to hear you shout, especially with the echoing in the chamber and everything. So, Meowthy, I think you did hear that.
Heard.
Heard. All right. And that's the end of your turn. Yes, Flick?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So Mr. Dragon is like, you notice he's not able to move as quickly through the tunnel as he's coming towards you, Meowthy. He's slowing down as he's trying to like kind of squeeze through the stuff. All right. And that's gonna be the end of his turn, I think. Hold on, is it? Let me see here. Oh no, it's not actually. Hold on.
God damn it.
It's okay.
Let me see if that does not recharge.
Construct additional pylons?
No. Okay. All right, that's gonna be it. Meowthy, it is your turn.
I would like to, if the dragon comes within striking distance, I would like to take a swipe at it. Otherwise, I'm going to look at Flick and give him the Han Solo sinking into carbonite look.
Oh
And that will
Jesus
end my turn.
fucking Christ. All right. Ophala.
I am going to cast, since everybody's out of range, and I'm kind of conscious that I'm not full health, I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Instead of drinking a healing potion?
Well, I did think about it, but...
Okay. So is that what you're doing? Okay. There you go. 13 healing on yourself. I think that gets you up to maximum HP.
Yeah, and with that, I'll end my little turn there.
All right, Crystal, what you doing?
I'm still hugging the wall.
Okay. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Flick, what are you doing?
I guess I have to do a dash action all the way to get here. I
Okay.
see them. The stalactites.
Mhm.
Is there like a grapple hook on this rope, or is it just a rope?
It's just a rope. If
Okay,
anybody
so-
has a climber's kit, you have a grapple hook. You could probably fashion something with a turn.
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
that.
I have an
Um,
explorer's kit if that helps.
No, it's an actual kit called a climber's kit. Lafir had one.
Well,
Just saying.
Lafir is
Why?
off making creepy druid babies with a stuck-up person. So, is there anything on the walls to my left or right that I could like use as an anchor for the
Frozen goblin arm.
No,
Yeah,
the
is there,
frozen goblin arm was further up, but you do see a frozen ogre finger sticking out of the wall. You wanna try your luck with that?
You know what? At this point, yeah, I will try I will try. I'm hoping that's an ogre finger.
Yeah, not an ogre, another ogre
Well,
appendage.
I mean, it could just be a frozen glory hole.
No,
and,
you see in the ice. You can actually see the rest of the hand, so it's definitely and it's actually perfect because like the finger's like frozen in like a curl. It's just sticking out. It's like just perfect for you to put that rope through.
Okay, let me tie the rope really quickly. Well, as much as
It's
I
gonna
can
be a
within it.
turn.
Yeah. Well, it's the rest of my turn.
Your action. Yeah. All right. So you've tied it. You've moved. You tied it. All right. You have a bonus action if you can do anything with that.
Not at the no, nothing.
You could communicate with Meowthy, but
I'm gonna keep on trying to get his attention to get him to come over here. Like, hello.
well, how are you getting his attention?
I'm kind of waving because I know that he already looked in my general direction, trying to be all sad Han Solo. But you're not going to be you're not getting carbonated tonight, bitch.
All right. Oh,
It's perfect. Frost Dragon, Carbonite God.
What did you finally?
No, that was just a really good. I thought I did a good job. All right.
Okay, you did a good job. Congratulations.
Thank you. That's all I needed from you, Flick.
right. So the dragon kind of claws forward out of the opening of the tunnel, and as he comes out of the opening of the tunnel, he kind of thrusts forward, and his wings expand, and he takes flight.
Kinky.
And he is aiming directly for you, Meowthy. And let's see if this works. Nope. Okay. All right. I think that's going to be it for his turn. Meowthy, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to turn to Flick and say, "No, you get over here," and I'm going to dash again.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh shit. Okay.
And
All
that
right.
will move me right there. Nope, sorry. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that will end my turn. I have nothing else I can do.
Okay. Follow.
Okay, so I'm going to take 2 steps to the right, and I should be
to the left.
I should be able to
Sorry.
be in casting range, right?
See, I was thinking
let's
time
see.
warp.
That's where I
Let's see.
was
That's
too.
40 feet away and then 30 feet down, but it's not linear. I'll give it to you. I'll say it's about 60 feet.
Well, I'm going to do 2 things. I didn't officially activate this last time around, but I'm going to actually activate it now. So I'm going to cast my Mantle of Majesty, which allows me to cast command on a bonus action every turn. And I am going
Wait, sorry.
to...
What is it again? What is it you're doing?
It allows me to...
Okay.
It basically allows me to cast command. If they are charmed, they fail instantly, but it still acts as well. So every turn, I can now cast command as a bonus.
Okay.
But before I do that, I'm going to try something. If I can get to my spells and it'll load. So I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on this.
Okay. Do. Does this charm the creature?
It doesn't charm it, but it causes it to laugh and make it.
Okay.
But
So what is
But the other one, I can cast command as a bonus action. It only works by basically if they are charmed,
Right.
they basically can't resist the spell, but without it, they have a chance to resist the command.
Okay, I don't understand what one has to do with the other.
Oh, the first one is just to try incapacitate it. The second one, the bonus action, I'm going to use command and tell it to grovel.
But it's not charmed.
But it only if you read it, you can still use it.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read it. Hold on. I'm gonna read it because I'm not understanding. All right. As you cast command without expending a spell slot, and you take on an appearance of unearthly beauty for 1 minute or until your concentration ends. During this time, you can cast command as a bonus action on each of your turns without expending a spell slot. Any creature charmed by you automatically fails its saving throw against the command you cast. Okay. So you can still try to command it, but it could resist.
It could resist.
I see. Okay.
But first, I'm going to cast the hideous laughter.
Are you sure you haven't used this since
like
it says you can't use this feature until you finished a long rest? And I remember you using this before. Was that during the last fight?
No, that was
during the last one.
4-armed ogre. But the thing, I think this might be a waste of an attack because by the time it rolls around, it's going to probably get hit by the lightning thing, and then it's going to have to get hit by the there's a chance.
The spirit guardians.
The spirit guardians and the lightning are probably going to hit it by the time or before its round even gets around.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I mean, the thing is, it skips it. If it hits, it skips its turn because it can't do anything, and then it rolls at the end of the turn. So, worst case scenario, it hits.
All right. Okay. So let's do it. So wait, first you're doing hideous laughter, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's a wisdom saving throw. It succeeds on the saving throw, so that doesn't have any effect. And now you're gonna cast command.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it to
wait, which is also a wisdom saving throw. Yes. Command.
There you go.
Wisdom saving throw. Yep. Okay.
I do like how that
it also succeeded on. Yeah. So.
And with that, I'll end it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to do what I can do best, which is CC.
So, Crystal, your turn. What's up?
So we're gonna skip on right here and just throw the lightning at the dragon. I can do that from this, right?
You are still holding concentration on, like, you can call lightning, yes.
So I'm gonna attempt to fry this guy, and accidentally clicked an advertisement. All right, there we go.
An advertisement in Roll20?
No, it wasn't. It's this weird thing on my husband's computer.
Oh, it's all the porn he's downloading. I see.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a dexterity save. Let's see if he makes that. He does not make that, so he takes the full 18 in damage. Nice. I guess he was like full concentration on Meowthy and wasn't even really paying attention, I guess, right? Wait, why isn't there it is? To do full 18 damage. Beautiful. All right. Are you gonna do anything else this turn, Crystal?
We're just gonna hang right here.
Okay. Okay, Flick, your turn.
All right, now I'm going to try to propel down or rappel down the cliff here.
Okay.
What do you need from me?
If you're using the rope, it's fine.
Okay.
Kinky.
It's a very strong ogre finger.
It is a very strong ogre finger.
Okay, and that was.
That's what she said.
Was
Nice.
that was my movement?
Yeah, because it's not like you're just. Yeah, I'm gonna say it is. I mean, it's 30 feet down. It's not difficult terrain, but you're kind of rappelling down. I'm gonna say that's your 6 seconds of movement for sure.
Okay, well, there's not much else I can do because he's really far away.
Okay. All right. Now we have this. So is it at the start of the turn or the end of the turn that he takes damage from Spirit Guardians?
Start of his turn. Sorry.
All right,
I was
no, that's
reading my
okay.
next spell, trying to be ready.
Well, he's taking up 3 slots. Is that 3 different attacks?
No. Should be.
That would be OP as fuck.
That'd be cool as hell.
Should be.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah. I don't know, Meowth. I think that spell's already OP. All right. So,
we need a little OP right now.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save. He made the save. So he takes what, half damage?
Half damage.
All right.
So 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Okay. And let's see. We need to see what he's got going on here. Doing my secret rolls. Oh my god! Oh no!
Why you gotta do
I
this,
don't like
man?
the sound of that.
Why you
Oh,
gotta
no.
do this?
What
Don't
happened?
do it.
Well,
Reverse.
so here's the thing. He's still in the air. Meowthy is kind of behind cover. I'm gonna give you a little bit of cover. No, it's not that. It's his breath again.
He
This
needs
is
to brush
breath
his
again.
teeth.
Yeah, for real. Okay, let me see how much damage this is gonna be.
True.
Very, it's
actually.
that too much minty ice blast. Too much of that Listerine action going on there.
You know what's fun? Just put Listerine on your mouth and give it a job. I'm kidding, by the way.
The most painful thing ever.
Meowthy, I need for you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I believe in your constitution.
You
Oh.
should.
Oh my.
Oh.
Meowthy,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to tell you this.
That's all right.
You just took 63 damage.
All right, so I'm down.
You are down.
Wait, hang on.
Wait,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
alive, right?
I'm still alive.
You're alive? How?
I took 63
Oh,
damage, right?
yes, the HP, the temporary HP, it saved you, didn't it?
Well, plus my hit points are 56. My maximum.
Oh.
No, my maximum is.
Maximum is you have 48. Okay, so
I
that's
thought you said I was dead. I thought you meant I was dead. No, I'm just down.
wait. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, you're down. Wait, but are you though? Because that's 58. And then
That's
60.
50,
Oh, it was the exact amount of your HP, your temporary HP. Oh, god damn
Yeah.
it.
So
Oh
I'm
wait,
just-
no,
I'm just-
15 is your armor class. I thought you had some temporary HP.
I do have 50 temporary HP. I have 8.
Oh, okay. We need to. It's not reflected on your token at all.
That's weird. It's showing
Yeah.
up on me for me.
Wait, where?
The red bar, the third one down. Well, the third circle or whatever is on your
Okay,
screen.
it's empty for me, but
Yeah, like
Anyway.
I have a third circle, but it doesn't give a bar. But mine's filled
How's
in
that?
too.
there it is.
Yeah. Okay.
you do?
So I adjusted it on the actual sheet, on the actual token instead of on the sheet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. So I am down.
You are down.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and I think you have a dragon bearing down on you, Flick. All right, Meowthy is down. I need for you to make a death save for me, Meowthy.
I've never had to do this, so there we go. Boop.
That's a success. So mark a success. Ophala, it is your turn. Yeah, Ants, we already discussed this. Ophala has 2 healing potions.
I
She's
mean-
like throw one at me out.
Just hope it shatters and gets into his
No,
mouth.
it's like the
He's
chemists from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yes. He's like laying down on the ground like just like glass breaks and like
Wait. Are you saying we can do this?
no, I wouldn't do it if I were you. I would make you roll a crit on like an athletics check or something to get that throw just right.
Basically, I'm going to do the same thing because right now there is pretty much nothing I can do. There's very little chance I'm going to hit it with a bow, and we need a miracle at this
What are you
point.
gonna do?
First, I'm going to cast Hideous Laugh.
Okay. All right. So again, it's a wisdom save. Just laughter. Okay. Well, he made that save.
And then with command, I'm going to try to force him to grovel.
He failed. He failed the save. So all right.
We have a begging dragon.
So he suddenly feels the need to ingratiate himself in front of a Flick. And he spends his action doing that. Or spends his turn doing that. Well, but it's not his turn, so his next turn, I guess, right? So, alright. Well, there's that. Is there anything else you're doing, Ophala? I need for you guys to pick up the pace a little bit, so if you're done with your turn, let me know.
Oh no, sorry, that was my end of my turn.
Okay. Alright, Crystal, what you doing?
Alright, we're gonna right over here, and we're gonna just cast the lightning right down on that dragon. And I have to press it to actually get somewhere.
Yep.
I just didn't press it.
Ooh, he failed the dex save again. This is not a very dexterous dragon at all.
It's not smart or graceful, so.
To be fair, in Flick, you would probably know this. White dragons are considered to be the dumbest of all the dragons on the planet. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if I had thought this thing through, I probably would have thought of that.
Well, oops. Well, now you know. All right, is that
it also explains. It's the end of my turn. It also explains why he's sitting in the lightning circle.
Oh yeah, I think he has like a thing. Like he's kind of tunnel vision right now. I think he's like super pissed. Flick, it is your turn.
Okay, he's still up in the air.
But not very, very high up in the air. You could probably run up to him and reach him with your warhammer if you tried to do a melee attack.
Oh, you're gonna let me do that? Cool. All right, and I'm gonna do that, and I am going to try to hit him. Well, actually, I'm going to use the greatsword because the greatsword said it would really, really like to taste some stuff.
Okay.
So as the bonus action, I'm going to do branding strike, and I'm going to use one of my divine smites as well. Basically, I just at my second level slot. So let's see if I can hit him.
Okay.
Whatever the hell. I'm using the Rezimir's weird ass sword too.
Oh, shit. I guess I should put that on your
I don't
sheet,
know
huh?
if. Yeah. Well, I just put Rezimir's sword. So basically.
No, it has like special stats. It's like a major fuck you sword.
Okay. Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm using it. So does 20 hit?
Well, hold on. Are you actually? You're not. That's a great sword. There, it's totally different stats, dude. Let me pull up the item for you and get it into your character sheet. Okay.
Can you keep the roll?
Can I? Yeah. Can I keep the attack roll?
Hold on.
It's probably going to be higher.
Yes, probably is going to be higher. Let me.
Do you want me to just manually do all this stuff?
Yeah. Let's. All right. So it's +2, right? So we'll use your greatsword roll, and then +2. Do the damage.
And
it looks like with the great sword you did, because it was +2 to that damage, so it's 12 slashing damage and then 7 necrotic damage, so it's 19 damage from the great sword roll, right?
And branding smite gave 7, and I'm using a divine smite right now at 2nd level.
Okay.
For that much.
Divine smite is what? Is that a bonus action?
That is my It's a bonus action. Basically, starting from 2nd level, I can hit a creature with a melee weapon. I can expend an additional paladin spell slot to deal additional damage.
I see. Yes, you can. All right. Close that. All right. So, hold on. I'm just gonna do this one at a time. So it was 26 damage, and then another 18 damage.
Don't pay attention to that one. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So this dragon came at you feeling very confident in itself, right? Heading straight for you, and you just run up to it. You take out this great sword, and like as you like raise it up to strike, it starts radiating like this really. It's almost like it's on fire, except it's black, right?
Well, with the divine, it would be like a black flame radiating holy light.
So yeah, so you'll put it up. You're about to come in for the swing. It like bursts into flames like a black flame, and then you have your radiant light, right? And so like it's this weird mix of like a white light and black flames radiating off of the sword, right? And you just swing down and you cut it really deep. It slices through its scales like butter. and it roars in pain and agony, and it is very upset with you right now, Flick. All right, so is that gonna be the end of your turn?
No, I'm gonna hit it again. Using the exact same combo.
Okay. Go for it.
So
roll all the damage.
Well, first let's see if I hit.
Nope, that is not a hit.
13 doesn't hit. Damn.
13 does not hit.
I should have done the bardic inspiration first. Oh well.
Well,
Well, I had one good round, guys. I had one good round.
Good times, good times. All right, so now it is his turn. Let's see if this recharges.
Oh, fuck you. No.
Isn't he like currently begging, or was that?
No,
lost?
I hit him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, yeah, but the. Oh wait, yeah. Command. Hold on. Let me see. Command. I think can be interrupted. Yeah. No, I think it still goes. I think he's still. Yeah. All right. So it's his turn. He's actually falling prone onto his pile of gold, and I guess like probably like letting out a sad whimper, and I think that's going to be the end of his turn.
So he's prone right now.
He is prone right now.
That's
Meowthy,
amazing.
give me a death save.
I don't wanna. No, see, I told you I didn't wanna.
That's
It's
a
okay.
fail.
You got more chances.
That's a fail. All right, Ophala, what are you gonna do?
Well, since command only works for a turn, I'm going to try the same combination again and pray that it keeps working. So I'll start with the hideous laugh.
I'm gonna have to start tracking this. So, your command -1. Add that to the turn order. We're at 8, I think, this turn, and then it'll be 7 next turn. Okay, and then add that under to you. Okay. So hideous laughter. Wisdom save, I believe. Making sure again. Yep, wisdom save. Okay, this succeeds, and then wisdom
And then
save.
I'm gonna make command him again to beg.
Okay, he resisted your command that time.
Oh shit! And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take the plunge and slide down.
Oh shit. Okay, give me an athletics check, please.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Okay. I think you could potentially get 3d6 damage if you don't do this right. I'm pretty sure it's 1d6 per 10 feet of falling for fall damage. Someone want to double check me on that in the
I'm
compendium?
looking right now.
Alright.
1d6
Oh
bludgeoning
my
damage for every
God.
10 feet it fell.
Well, all right. Let's see how much damage you just took.
And it lands prone unless
3.
it avoids taking damage.
You just took 12 bludgeoning damage, Ophala, and now you're prone at the bottom of the cliff. I'm gonna put you down here. There you go. so Ophala is like, oh shit, my spells didn't work, right? And so she's like, okay, well I'm gonna go down there and then just trip, tumble, like hitting jagged ice rocks and all this stuff down the way, and then just like splayed down on the ground in like the most unceremonious fashion possible.
I mean, I'm not going to be much use up there now, so with that, since I can't move anymore, I'll end my.
Bristol, it is your turn.
Okay, so first thing, there's no way for me to safely get down from here. I'd have to go way around, right?
I tell you what, you are a cat. I think
True,
that
I
you
actually
will
think-
land on your feet. I'm gonna give you an athletics roll. But
Give her
I mean,
advantage.
it's gonna be you're gonna have advantage, and the target's gonna be pretty low. So go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Okay. Hold on, let me pull up my cat sheet. I don't have extra athletics in this. I just do regular. Okay.
Yeah.
No, because certain things I have different. I have to press it from the cat sheet.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't put athletics in the animal ones. Sorry. So yeah, with advantage at 16, you definitely make it down. You slide gracefully down the very steep slope and the cliff. And get down to the bottom just fine. All right. What are you gonna do now?
All right, for now, since I'm still in Panther mode, I'm still gonna.
You have
lightning
like I
strike
think
this
probably
guy.
half of your movement left. I think.
So go right here.
Okay. You're gonna
Look,
try
I didn't mean to
lightning
click
strike
it.
him.
Yeah, I'm gonna lightning strike him.
Do it up.
I just hopped on down because it looks like I might have to heal some people.
Failed the deck save again
Yes.
for 24 damage. He's not
Goddamn.
looking so hot at all. He is not
Actually, I
looking
can
so
run
hot.
towards him now too. I have so never mind. I answered my own question in my head. Just ignore that.
Okay.
And that's
Flick, I believe it is your turn.
Yeah, you said he's prone, right?
He is prone, yes.
All right, what does that mean?
He can't move.
Do I get advantage on the attacks or
You
what?
have advantage.
All right,
Mhm.
same thing as before. 24. You ready? I think I did all the proper calculations for this thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so that's just from the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just from Branding Strike.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my last second level spell slot to do the Divine Smite thing,
Okay.
which gives me an additional 3d8. Okay. Is it still alive?
I want you to keep going. Just keep doing whatever you're gonna do.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to smack him again with my second attack.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Jesus Christ.
The
Nice.
Branding Strike goes again. And I'm going to use one of my first spell slots to do 2d8 worth of damage because fuck you.
Wow.
So here the dragon has been made to lay prone due to Ophala's bardic influence, right? And it's been savagely damaged by the lightning striking down from the top of this cavern, from the cloud the crystal formed, and you are using this sentient, enchanted, super fuck you sword, right? And I don't think you did the necrotic damage, did you?
I added the necrotic damage into the roll. If you look at the
I
actual
see.
roll,
3D. Okay, wait, 3D8. I see. In the damn. Okay, for the
the
thing.
plus
I gotcha.
2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a special thing with 2 weapon handing to where if I roll a 1 or a 2, I re-roll that damage.
I gotcha. Nice.
Because I took the 2 weapon fighting or 2-handed fighting instead of the sword and board stance.
Yep.
For this kind of situation.
Yeah, and so once again, the sword bursts into this black flame, and then your divine influence also starts to radiate from it with this mixture of light and dark. And I think the dragon comes to just as you're bringing this sword down on it. And probably for the first time in its life, it actually sees fear. You're actually witnessing fear for the first time in this dragon's entire life. And
but it was feared earlier.
This is true fear. This is not magically influenced fear. All right. This is fear all on its own, all from within its own heart. Okay, we're going Kingdom Hearts. No, I'm kidding.
That was a fact. Ophala wouldn't be. Never mind.
Wouldn't be useless.
Ophala crystal wouldn't be useful to the plot.
So where were you targeting with the sword strike?
Its neck.
Its neck. Okay. So you bring this great down sword on the giant dragon's neck, and just the size of the sword and the position with it being prone and everything, you decapitate the dragon, and its head just tumbles down the hoard of treasure, and its body kind of twitches for a moment and then falls still for eternity.
I feel like the Skyrim dragon music should start playing right now.
No, fuck that. I'm doing that sword whirl thing that Cloud does at the end of Final Fantasy, and then I'm gonna put the great sword away.
So you have a dying friend. You guys are out of turn order. I'm assuming that.
I'm gonna go up and heal him.
But they're still difficult. Oh wait, no, it follows up. Okay.
So hold on. Well, I guess I probably shouldn't have taken turn order out. But I'm assuming you guys have gotten to him in time before he got 2 more death save failures. So who's actually saving his ass?
I was gonna cast a cure wounds right now.
Wow.
I think all of you, right? So it looks like May.
Hey, I know, guys.
Cure
Why don't we
Wounds.
use one of those potions to give him his hit points back?
Oh,
Well, let's wait
it's a
him up.
free spell.
Oh my
Wait.
god.
I'll cast this at level 2. I give him 9.
I've given him 10, so
So he can have more. Is this a fight, Afala?
Are you
Okay.
fighting over the almost corpse of your friend here?
yes.
I'm gonna heal him.
So I guess both Ophala and Crystal heal, right? And yeah, so Meowthy's coming too. So what's going on, Meowthy?
I just slowly open my eyes, and I look up at everybody, and I say, "Oh, this again."
Afraid so.
So, thank you for the opening. We got him, and I'll give him the thumbs up.
Good. Can I sleep for a little bit?
Sure. I mean, it's not often you get to rest on a pile of gold, right?
Can I see my bag of gems?
That actually snaps my eyes open, and I just jump to my feet and start digging through this pile of gold.
Can I see my bag of gems anywhere?
Yeah, you can retrieve your bag of gems, Ophala. Jesus Christ.
Yay! And the gold that I threw, which was I think something like 150.
So I'm gonna. This sword is wow. But I can detect magic with it.
Yeah, you get a lot of abilities with it.
Jesus, this thing's bullshit. All right. I'll use the sword to detect magic. Is there magical stuff in this hoard? I mean, there's bound to be something.
There is bound to be something. Okay, so there's a couple things going on. You're using the sword to detect magic on the pile of treasure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when you're using the sword, there's like a kind of a psychic connection that forms between you and the sword, and you sense that the sword is like really, really pissed off. And it says something to the effect of, What was that?
I mean, you did say you wanted some dragon blood, right? So, I mean, we literally just took its head off.
Flick, are you talking to your sword?
I could feel the power of Bahamut.
We'll talk about that later. Well, yes, I'm a champion of Bahamut. Why wouldn't you? And besides, we worked together so well to kill the dragon. It was great.
And I think at the mention of the fact that you're a paladin of Bahamut, it kind of closes up. Like you're still it's not as open to communicating with you anymore, but you're still able to use its power just the same. And you do sense a plethora of magic items in this hoard, which I have to pull up right now because I probably should have done this before the stream, but oops.
You were thinking we were all gonna die like we were.
I actually never thought we were gonna die. I believe.
I thought we were gonna die.
I thought you guys were going to die.
Dude,
Wow, am I the only one that
half
actually
movement fucks us so bad. You have boots that ignores that, so
But she didn't use them. She was in her cat form the whole time.
Yeah, like I basically stayed in cat form.
Alright, so while I'm talking with the sword, it's gonna look really weird. I'm just like absentmindedly talking, and while I'm wandering around the hoard, picking up the magical items, talking with the sword,
Yeah.
so I probably look and sound like a complete madman.
Yeah, and I think my favorite part is that I don't think you actually have to like speak because it's like a psychic connection, but Flick doesn't really understand that probably, right? So
Flick
Flick is
doesn't
talking
care.
anyway.
Yeah. And it gives them time to talk about the virtues of Bahava and blah blah blah. It
Right.
almost sounds like the same shit that he was saying when he was trying to get that black dragon to be good.
Yes. Yes.
I lean into Crystal and say, I think he's taken one too many hits at the head. I think Flick has snapped.
Yeah, he was kind of talking to his sword. That's a little creepy, but you know.
He was talking to his sword.
Did we see him talking to the sword or just talking to himself?
To himself, wasn't it?
He said he put the sword away, so we didn't see him talking to the sword.
So he just saw him talking to himself. Okay, my bad. I'll take that back. Just erase that from your memories.
Okay.
That is why we drink.
Oh look, the other wed wizard disappeared.
While this is going on, I'm going off to
yeah.
the corner, looking like I'm searching through stuff, but I'm actually kneeling down and praying.
I'm going to chuck that bag of gems back to Crystal and be like, we got our treasure back.
So, all right. So, are you guys gonna take the time to sift through the hoard and stuff?
Well, it's not like the giant gave us a timetable here,
Right.
And it did say they were taking care of the vampire.
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't. He's not going to notice a couple of gore pieces missing.
I'm specifically targeting the magical items.
After we loot, what if something comes out and then we have to fight again?
I'm going home.
You haven't seen anything else so far, and dragons don't usually like.
Can I
things to
check
be
in the
near it,
dragon's
so.
pockets, see if there's anything in there?
The dragon's
Wait, what?
pockets. All right, so Crystal goes over and shoves her fist up the dragon's dead ass.
I mean, if it's big enough, can she not just like go inside it, kind of thing?
Oh my
I don't know
god!
if I want to go inside of it, May.
Oh god, this is not like
I
a
don't know
dragon
how.
war thing, is it?
All right. Anyway, all right. So you find some things. Flick. The sword, as loath as it is for you to be using it, does lead you to a few things here. You find something. I don't know if you're gonna know exactly what this is. Yeah, it doesn't require attunement. You know what? I'm going to require you guys to identify some of these things.
Hey, Meowthy, you're not gonna
Yeah,
like
can
take
any
its
of
like
you-
heart or anything?
Do any of you have the ability to identify stuff?
Negative.
I don't. I think the closest
thought-
person would be
Wait,
Ophala.
clerics can't identify?
I don't.
No,
Okay.
Yeah, I can detect. I can't identify.
I can detect. I just can't. Yeah, I can't identify at all.
So I'm going to tell you some things, and you can pick which one you want to identify with your guys' scroll if you want to, unless you just want to wait till you're in a town or something and get it identified there. But you found some kind of a chime. It's like a bell chime, and it's radiating magic energies, like a lot of magic energies. You see two crystal lenses. It's like they look like eyeglasses. They're purple. They're purple eyeglasses. And they look like they're made to fit like a humanoid creature. They're also radiating magic. You find a potion that you recognize as a potion of invulnerability.
Now we find it.
So for 1 minute after you drink this potion, you have resistance to all damage.
So could you technically drink that and then like jump off the castle and you'd be okay?
Technically,
No,
yeah.
You're resistant. You're still gonna take damage.
Just
Yeah.
half
So you take
damage.
half damage, right? Yeah.
Oh, so you
So,
still
yeah,
go splat.
You only take like 600 damage for doing that.
Instead of well, how many d6 do I need to hit you with the world?
20. Max is 20.
All right. So also in the pile, yeah, so you guys got that written down, right? The
Yep.
things I just said.
I
Crystal?
just need the first item.
It's a bell. It's a chime.
So you got the chime and you got the lenses, right?
chime, glasses, potion of invulnerability.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You also find a frozen potion of gaseous form. So a potion of gaseous form. When you drink this potion, you gain the effect of the gaseous form spell for 1 hour, or until the end of the effect, or until you end the effect as a bonus action. The potion's container seems to hold fog that moves and pours like water, except this one's frozen, so it's probably like crystallized, right? You'd have to thaw that shit out before you imbibe it, I would imagine.
So it's frozen in an ice castle.
Shh.
Yes, it is. All right. Anyway, yes. All right. You also find a +1 longsword. You find a +1 longbow.
Oh, another one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just put 2 in my thing.
You find so Shipwreck is recording this like for the party, and then you guys can determine how to distribute this after, right? You find a +1 leather armor.
Oh.
Ooh.
And you find bracers of defense. While wearing these bracers, you gain a +2 bonus to AC. If you are wearing...
Give that to Ophala.
I think Meowth should have it.
If you are... Guys, if you are wearing no armor and using no shield. So in order for it to have an effect, you can't be wearing any armor and not using any
So
shield.
it's for monks.
Wait, so we get to be naked?
I mean, robes aren't armor, but okay.
I'll take them and I'll just like discard leather armor and just walk around naked. How's that?
No, please.
So, just a rough estimation. It would take you a long time to actually account for every single piece of treasure in this giant pile. But just looking at it, you would estimate there's probably about 500,000 copper pieces, 100,000 silver pieces, and
Can we just grab a handful?
But it doesn't belong to us.
And 5,000 gold pieces. There is also a frozen chest amongst all this stuff. If you guys want to try,
back away from the chest.
Is it locked?
It is not locked. If you guys want to try
I
to
have a
open
flame
it,
blade. I can do it.
sure.
All of
What?
you stand back and I'll try open it.
No, do I have a flame blade?
But then you might damage the contents.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
So,
But if you all stand
No.
back, I'll open it and
okay, guys, decide what's going on.
let me open it, Crystal.
Okay.
But I want everybody to stand far back just in case it's a bomb.
So, how are you opening it, Ophala?
I very carefully lift the lid.
It's frozen
Chicky.
shut. So I like how Ophala's like, no, it's okay, Crystal, I got it. Ophala's just like,
So
Get open.
let me just cast this. My last 2nd tier spell.
I mean, I could heat. Oh wait, no, it's not metal. So
Oh god, no, I did it the wrong way. Ignore that.
Who said it was a metal?
And then the chest bursts into flame.
So all right. So Crystal comes over and saves the day with her flame blade. She presumably she doesn't put it like right on the chest, right? She just puts it near it, just enough to heat the ice that has caused it to freeze shut. So when you guys open the chest, so who's actually opening it? Is it Crystal or is it Ophala after it's melted?
Me.
I'm
All
taking steps back then.
Okay. So it opens. There's no trap or any other kind of mechanism like that. And inside Crystal, Crystal's probably gonna be like, "Oh yeah, no, it's empty," and close it back up. No, I'm kidding. So Crystal, you see 800 platinum pieces. And just to give you some perspective, 1 platinum is 10 gold.
Excuse
That's
me.
basically like 8,000 gold pieces there, which is nice.
How about we each take a platinum piece?
And
you could take a fistful.
and there's also
Wait.
about 20. Okay.
Oh no, I meant like the weight. I was saying like the weight, not like weight as in
Oh yeah, it's gonna be heavy. You're
He
not gonna be.
looks like
You guys
rich.
can't like put all of this whole hoard into your treasure, into your backpacks. You're gonna have to like tell me how.
Look, if I
put...
can put a winch in my backpack.
So there's also 21 small blue sapphires, worth about probably 300 gold pieces each.
Okay.
So did you get all that? All the copper pieces, silver pieces, gold pieces, platinum pieces, sapphires, and all the magic items?
I didn't take anything else. I didn't take any of the money because it's so heavy. Full and only maybe 1 or 2 platinum pieces.
All right. So discuss amongst yourselves what you want to do with this find. Like, what is each person taking? What are you guys going to do with all of this?
Okay.
What's the strategy here?
Does anyone want the +1 longsword?
There's no like natural great swords or anything, like not magical great swords or anything around here.
I have a magical great. Well, I have a non-magical great sword.
You have a non-magical long sword, don't you?
No, I
he
always
has
had
a
a
great
maul,
sword.
and I always had a maul and a great
Also-
sword on the back of my.
Yeah, but
On
your
my
great
back.
sword's damaged.
I wouldn't mind
No,
the
the
chime.
old warhammer was damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Also,
okay.
can everybody take 17 gold? It was from another loot that I forgot to give out.
For shame.
All right, so here's what I'm personally thinking about the money side of stuff. I think maybe taking a handful of plat and retrieving our money that we gave to the dragon and our gems back, because in reality, most of this isn't ours and it's from looted villages. And trying to take absolutely tons of it doesn't feel right to me.
True, but I don't know how we'd be able to distribute it back. I mean,
Yeah, we can't really
the
redistribute it.
giants are going north now. They're not going to return all this gold.
We could
Unless
chuck
we have, like,
chuck it out the castle.
Hey, Ophala, can you take inspiration, please? I love that. I love when you guys like do something that's like disadvantageous to yourselves when it's like, but it's for the sake of being in character. I like that a lot.
I mean, unless there was an easy way to redistribute it, but
Unless Ophala just wants to take it all for herself, and she's just.
She's a
Oh.
what? You cut out. Even Discord didn't want to hear what you had to say about Ophala.
After
like,
what I
unless-
just said as well.
Unless Ophala just wants to take it all for herself, and she.
it's still cut out. That was amazing.
What the hell?
You're being censored. Discord is censoring you. All right.
Well, maybe we can ask the giants to see if they'd be willing to help us redistribute it, or
Eh.
I mean, we could always ask the Harpers if they're even half of the secret good guy organization that everybody knows about.
I mean, for the sapphires, we could just put to one side, and if we're not going to take them, we could at least then sell those and give them back to an extent, or whatever. I don't know. I don't feel right. As much as I enjoy gems and money, this is looted from villages, and it doesn't feel right. I mean, take a small amount, as in like a handful of plat,
Well, you
and
two came
consider
from
that.
one of the villages that was attacked. Do you have any idea what they lost?
We didn't actually know it was gone before we got there.
Yeah.
The mayor never actually elaborated on what was lost. He just said that it had been looted.
Well, how about we see if the giant would be willing to help us redistribute the treasure, because he didn't sound like he even cared about the treasure. He just wanted to fight.
As for the magical items, could I get the chime?
Sure.
Are you going to use the identify scroll on it to see what it does?
Well, I don't feel it's out of all of the items. I don't think it's the one that's worth using identify on. But
The crystal lenses sound awesome, but I know it's not going to be benefiting my character whatsoever. Besides, I already have it. This sword is goddamn. So, I don't really want any of the items that we have. The bracers.
I wouldn't mind the armor, but if you want that crystal, you're more than welcome to it.
Yeah, I might take the armor.
Does the armor work when you're in cat form?
No.
No, but it's good
I
for
have
her
a
to
different
have when
type of
she's
armor
out.
for cat form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her natural
Well,
armor changes when she's in cat form.
While they're arguing about that, I'm gonna go up to Meowthy. Is he still praying?
At this point, I'm just staring at the wall.
All right, I'll go up to him. Are you okay, my friend?
That's a hard question to ask, and thank you for jumping in when you did.
Well, I mean, I was kind of hoping that you would come to the rope and we would get it trapped in the tunnel, but this worked too.
I know, but the only way that all of us was going to take it down is if one of us was screwed in the process.
Oh, we got pretty screwed throughout the entire time. So
We're here, aren't we?
true. We found some magical items.
I see that.
Would you like to look at any of them?
What do you think's going to happen to all this stuff when we leave?
I have no idea. We were just discussing about that. We could ask the giants because he didn't seem to really care about this hoard, and maybe we could redistribute it to the villages that lost it. But I have no idea any of the villages other than the one.
You think
that
the
lost
giants
everything.
who told us that they were trying to fund an army with the gold that they were making by transporting all this are going to help us redistribute it?
Point.
By the way, they wanted to kill dragons. Remember that conversation? Wait, did you hear that part of the conversation?
I think I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were
okay.
all there. You're all there
Okay.
present for that. Yeah.
They want to kill dragons. Do you think they're going to stop at Tiamat?
Well, if they only go after the evil dragons, should be fine.
I'm gonna poke the corpse with my rapier.
The leg
Hey,
twitches.
Does anybody want to take the heart?
Heart?
So, what are you thinking? Are you thinking that we have to do something even more drastic than what the giant wanted?
I'm thinking we have to do something even more drastic than the giant wanted. Yes, friend.
I was like, does anyone want to rip out the dragon's heart? You could probably make a penny off of it or something.
That's a pretty big heart.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that.
But we've also got to be somewhat sensitive to the fact that we have a dragonborn with us. You might find that really offensive.
Do you find it offensive, Flick?
Well, I mean, harvesting organs is kind of bad anyways. No offense to magical components. Oh, look at Meowthy.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, what?
That's okay. I'm well aware how people view this.
I mean, I don't personally want to desecrate it, but
So what?
I mean, it would have desecrated us.
Listening to the conversation the two of them are having, I leave, like, go over to the dragon and attempt to rip its heart out.
Well,
You're gonna need some
okay.
help getting into the scales. What are you using to like cut into its body?
I am using my force of will. I actually don't have anything that could.
Okay.
Well, I have the flame blade,
don't.
but I don't think I have the strength. Is there any way we can do something together?
Right, yeah, because it's a conjured weapon. I don't think you can hand off your conjured weapon, but maybe like he could guide your hand, right? And the flame blade would probably
Maybe.
also cut through the breastplate too, the bone.
I'm pretty well acquainted with how bodies function, so I could probably give her some tips and hinters of where to poke that will not, incur a bone, or she might be able to slip through this way or that way.
Yeah.
I go up to Flynn and say, "Are you really okay with this?"
Well, desecration of the body. I mean, I made him a corpse. I don't know if that makes me responsible for it. Or we made him a corpse.
No, it doesn't make you responsible, Flick.
Over my shoulder, I say, "My God says it's okay."
You never mentioned which one that was.
And I go back to helping.
All right, so where do I cut? I did it again.
I say, you cut here, you do this, you do that, you do the other thing, and hopefully that will be enough
Okay, I
to
did.
help
Really?
and give her advantage on it, maybe?
Since
Since I'm sitting there guiding
it's
her,
okay. It's
helping her.
fine. Yes, you're actually helping her. That's actually there's an actual mechanic in there that says that she has advantage. So yeah, it's fine.
So I cut right through the chest cavity, kind of burn it, sear it a little bit as I go along.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And do we reach the heart?
Yeah. You guys get to the heart.
All right. I pat Crystal on the shoulder. I said, "There you go," and I go back to Flick.
Perfect. How much does a dragon heart weigh?
It's
It's
heavy. It's like
Probably the size of like a dog, or
yeah, it's actually it's bigger than that. I would say it's Oh, let's
I'm looking at the
see.
compendium if it's a thing.
Why don't you take a bite out of it?
Well, no, that's just weird.
Yeah, I would say it's probably the size of I say a large dog, like the largest. It's the size of like a Great Dane.
So who would want to transport this? Because I have a feeling my strength would not.
Or we could leave it.
Do you want the gold or not? You can't go for gold in one place and not the other, Ophala.
I mean, while I like gold, this is not really gold. I mean, on a bit of a side note, maybe we should take something back to prove to the giant that we actually killed the dragon.
I mean, we already took the heart out, so I mean...
I like the suggestions coming in chat.
Oh, I can only cringe at what they probably are.
They're all meat.
I mean, yeah, we
clones.
could actually bring it to the giant, see how he feels.
So, Brackish makes an interesting question. How would we determine the gender of the dragon? Can we, like, flip it over to chat?
You want to check the dragon's genitalia?
Yes.
Okay, you may. I would need for someone to is trying to make that determination to do a nature check. And I don't know how familiar you all are with dragon genitalia. Maybe you all are super familiar. Maybe
I mean,
maybe Flick had an
wouldn't Flick-
affair in the past that we're not privy to.
Rezimir was my biological daughter. Oh boy.
Oh man. All right.
I mean, is someone else curious to see if it's male or female?
Doesn't matter. It's dead.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I'm being ridiculed for taking its heart, but knowing its gender is important here.
Well, it'd be good to go back and say
Alright.
we killed
Alright, hold
her
on.
or him.
We're bringing
So-
the heart.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
So Meowthy is thinking that we're not done yet.
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
By the way, Ophala, you do recognize it as a male dragon.
It has a penis. Yay!
Why yay? What is
I don't know.
the
I just added on a yay for fun.
Okay.
But
Yep.
yeah,
It just they're gonna take this gold. If you're worried about getting it back to the villagers, then it's gonna be gone as soon as we're off this castle. It's going to be going to fund some army, just like he said he was going to do.
but
But what?
maybe we should take the sapphires and it sounds horrible, but they're going to fight the dragons, and they're fighting against Tiamat. Maybe
Yes, he never said which dragons he's going to fight.
but if we fight these giants, we're going to then what? We have no idea how this castle works. We have no way of knowing where we are. And, push come to shove, at least if we've landed, we can assess the threat of the giants and we can relay that to the harpers. And yeah, we sacrifice the treasure. And, if we take a portion of it and sell it back in the next village, it's the lesser of the two evils in a sense.
Do we have a way to contact the Harpers, DM?
You do have a way to contact the Harpers. It would be probably by, unless you have a magical means of communicating with them, it would be by pigeon. You would have to send a pigeon back to El Terrell.
Don't we have a scroll for something like magic related, like magic message?
I don't know. Do you?
Ship?
She's shaking her head no.
No magic messenger.
I mean, we can still message the Harpers and maybe they can arrange for the treasure to be lifted from the giants.
It will be gone, and where do we tell them the castle's going? And again, they're going to kill dragons. And I look straight at Flick.
I mean, I think the best thing is to do is cut their losses with this, because at least we can save them from the dragons. We can't really focus on the gold.
I mean, if with that kind of thinking, the best thing we could do is, and it would take a while, is shovel this out of the port that's at the other end of the icy cavern.
All right,
and we could probably end up. We could probably kill somebody by doing that.
I have an idea, and it may or may not work, but you can either come along or not. And I'm gonna head over to the rope, and I'm heading over to Blauthicus.
Blagothicus. Yeah.
Going straight with him.
Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna bother to pull up the map or anything unless you guys want me to. We can role play this out. So all right. So you find yourselves back in the presence of Blagothicus with his ogre guard.
You look like you have something to report.
We have a dragon heart.
Okay, who's carrying the dragon heart?
Probably best Flick because he's the strongest.
Fine, I'll carry the goddamn dragon heart.
So he looks Flick up and down, and there's just like, and then looks at the trail of blood that's been brought into his bedroom, and he says,
"Oh, is that what that is?"
Well, it was either that or the head.
That was probably easier to heart.
I'll count my blessings then. Well, I suppose I should thank you all. You've made this a little bit easier for me. I'm sorry to report that we haven't been able to locate the vampire. We did, however, find a empty coffin in a crumbling tower just south of here.
Was that the one where the lower door wouldn't open?
The door will not open in that tower, correct. A long time ago, part of the tower collapsed, and it's just shards of ice on the lower floors, like 20 feet of ice down there. We haven't used that tower in a few generations.
So, we upheld our end of the bargain, and you say you can't find the vampire.
We presume that the vampire is no longer here. We have searched the castle up and down. It is daylight. There's not very many places for such a vampire to hide. But we don't think the vampire is here anymore.
Yes, it worked. Okay. Maybe. All right. Well, we have a concern.
We have a need to sleep and then perhaps discuss where we can help you and so we can get off this castle. So we can, I am severely injured and we really would like to discuss either how we can help you further or where we can disembark your castle before you head back north. And
he pauses for a moment and considers.
Throw an elbow straight into Flick.
You do what?
Throw an elbow straight into you. Like just.
Oh, okay.
He raises his eyebrow and says,
Well, make yourselves at home. We have plenty of guest rooms available for you to rest. As far as discussing what we do going forward, well, I suppose first we should remove any evidence of the cult ever having been here. The wrong people see dead cultist bodies would be, well, let's say it would be problematic for me. We are headed back north.
Anyways.
As far as the cult is concerned, I am still working for them. Perhaps the delivery of treasure has been delayed. Eventually they're going to catch on that I'm not coming back, but I need to use this time to my advantage for as long as I can.
So you might
you guys sorry,
be at random places at just moving around a lot?
Oh no, I know exactly where we're going.
Ophala, on your way over to his chambers, you did notice based on, the position of the sun in the sky and the direction that the clouds were moving, that you guys have actually reversed course. You're no longer heading south. You're actually heading north again.
I'm sure, as you remember, I'm building an army to the north to fight the dragons. Your kind have short memories. But many, many thousands of years ago, giants were at war with the dragons. And the giants lost that war. And ever since, my race has been extraordinarily weak. And I suppose that what I've been doing with the cult was a means to an end, that end being the reunification of all giant kind and the restoration of my race's glory. When they bring their queen out back into the material plane, we were going to destroy her and never have to suffer the wrath of the chromatic dragons ever again.
So your issue is with the chromatic dragons or all dragons in general?
He pauses and looks up and looks back down at you and says,
"Is your kind's memory of history really so short?"
Well, I mean, the way that I remember it is everybody got along really well.
He laughs. He gives like a really big hearty laugh and
Hey
says,
man, I am sticking with that shitty history roll that I did like 3 sessions ago.
he shakes his head and says,
"Oh no, the dragons started a war with us, and they beat us pretty badly. To be fair, it was the chromatic dragons. In particular, it was the red dragons. But not long after that, the green dragons and black dragons and white dragons and blue dragons joined until giant kind was forced into the north. And it is where we have still been kept imprisoned by our environs. We've never been able to reclaim our past territory. With us gone, the other..."
And he looks you up and down and says,
"Lesser races moved in and built their settlements that became towns and then cities and then metropolises. But I will say that the metallic dragons did have a problem with what occurred. And it wasn't soon after the chromatic dragons had started their war with us that the metallic dragons swooped in and started a civil war amongst the dragons where chromatic and metallic dragons fought one another."
Well, you don't want Tiamat out because if she gets out, it's all over.
Says you.
Well, actually, no, Bahamut told me.
he raises his eyebrow and says,
"Okay. Well.
You cannot believe me, but it's going to be you're going to be very frightened dead if she gets out. Almost all of us will be. It's best if they never complete their ritual."
I simply don't believe you. I believe that giant kind reunited can take on the chromatic dragons, and we will defeat Tiamat.
But wouldn't it be logical to make sure that Tiamat never rises again and wipe out the remaining chromatic dragons?
Well, actually, if she gets out, it's all over for everyone.
But logically, even
How can giants prove their worth? How can we restore our former glory while we are still defeated by the chromatic dragons? We need to be given the opportunity to go to war with them once again, and we will win this time.
I mean, just go for the ones that are alive now, and let's make sure Tiamat never rises again. It would give you a better chance. I mean, I'm not saying you guys would lose because you're a strong race,
Stop. There are things in our history that you do not know and you would not understand. This is not up for discussion. We are ending this discussion. Is there anything else you would like to discuss with me?
We'll talk about that after we've patched up a little bit.
His face goes from like a furrowed brow to a softer expression, and he says,
"Very well. You are my guest. Go rest."
Can I tell if he was telling the truth about his intentions?
You could do an insight check.
Okay. Thinking about our earlier conversation and everything that had been going on. Boop.
To your knowledge, he was being truthful.
Okay. All right. I bow and say thank you very much, Logothicus.
He nods and gestures towards the door.
Yep. Out.
I'll give him a quick nod of respect, and then I'll head out too. All right.
Alright.
I'll follow suit, I guess.
I'm just gonna wave and say, follow everyone else.
And say
Alright.
follow. Okay. All right.
Follow everybody else, please.
So I guess we're going to go rest somewhere.
Yeah, so there are guest rooms available. You can each have your own room if you wanted. And yeah, we'll say that an evening has passed and it's the next day. You guys are fully rested. What do you guys want to do?
I don't think we should pick a fight with the giants.
No, we should not.
Hmm.
That's a lot of giants to fight at once.
It's not even that. It's
We're not going to change his mind.
we're not going to change his mind, but if we fail, at least we have, to an extent, I guess, a backup plan. I mean, I completely believe what you say, Flick, on your vision, but at least I guess the world would have a fighting chance if that happened and we failed.
I would like to say that based on your conversation, your last conversation, I think it's pretty clear to you guys that Logothicus doesn't have any intention of further aiding the cultists, mostly because he can't, because a cultist leader that was in his charge is missing, probably going to be presumed dead soon. So, yeah.
I think we should take what we can out of the treasure, maybe some of the plat, take the gems and sell it and give it back to the towns, but we're just going to have to let the treasure go, because if we fail as a group, if we fail in bringing Tiamat back, then at least there's a backup plan.
How are we going to get it back to the towns?
He said he would take us to the giant place and then we would be free to go. We have to hope that he'll honor his word.
That's a lot of traveling.
A lot of traveling. That's a lot of trust.
Hmm.
And I'm
Unless you-
Is there a
the
way
dragon
I could do an
powers.
insight check to just understand how trusty a giant can be?
I mean, you guys could do insight checks to see if you guys can tell if he's being deceitful or not, right? That's really all you can do, unless you have like a zone of truth or something and he's willingly subjecting himself to that.
I was kind of waiting till we went back after I healed up.
Oh, you want to do a zone? Okay, he's gonna be aware that there's a zone of truth.
Well aware.
Yeah, so.
But I will acquiesce to the group.
I'm not happy with the idea of letting all of this go and with the giant race coming back to maybe strike a vengeance, but I'm trying to think of the greater good in this moment. If we fail, at least then the world to an extent has some kind of fighting chance.
Yes, they'll have a fighting chance if we've already killed the cultists. We've already disrupted communication between the cultists. We have the information that the Harpers wanted us to find out. Why don't we communicate that information to them by any means possible? Find a way to send them a message and do what we can to.
Well, we've already stopped the castle from going to the dragon well, right? That's what it was called?
The castle has reversed and started going north.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we've stopped it. That's what Bahamut wanted, and I didn't hear from him last night. So it sounds like our charge is done. We just maybe we can find out where the dragon well is. We'll tell the Harpers. We'll try to redistribute some of the gold that we have taken. And then, well, if the dragons amass an army, or not dragons, giants amass an army and start to attack the dragons, they're going to be fighting us and them.
So what's the plan? Are we going to try to fill our pockets with as much treasure and redistribute it, or what?
Flick, do you want to take a nap real quick? See if it works? Maybe.
What?
You feel
It's
feeling
not
tired
like
there?
It's not like that.
It doesn't work like that.
Yes, it doesn't work like that.
Can you
I get my
meditate?
dreams, and then things happen for better or for worse.
So we showed the giant our strength.
Yes, we killed the dragon. That's what Bahamut said. It looked like that was enough.
Maybe I just read that a little different then. All right, fill our pockets with the treasures. I don't like this.
I don't like it either, but it's the logical.
We could take the platinum because that's.
I'm trying to think of the greater good here. Like, yes, we could attack and such, but an army of giants, if we fail to do whatever we need to do, I don't know. I'd rather the world have a second chance, even if that chance is on giants.
And besides, we'll see if we can get everybody to work together.
All right.
Okay. I do want to see if Blaufgast.
Yes.
I thought I was going to call him Goth Guy.
Goth guy.
If and we don't have to roleplay this out if you don't want to, but see if he can like give us the location of the Dragon Well so we can see if we can coordinate an attack at some point. See if we can get our forces to team up. I know he thinks that the giants don't need help, but an attack on two fronts has a higher chance of success.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you guys want to go talk to Blagothicus again?
Well, we did say we talked to him after we
it
rested
can't
up.
hurt, right?
Mouthy, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
See what happens.
All right. So, you guys are granted admittance to Blagothicus's chamber as well. And so he's this time he's actually there's like a large desk. He's actually sitting at the desk, and like you can't even really see, it's like so tall you can't really see him over it as you get closer. So he ends up standing up and stands beside it and kind of leans against it. And he says,
"So I trust you are well rested."
Yes. Is that an oak desk or is it mahogany?
He puts his hand on it and like brushes it, and he says, "Yes,
yes, this is one of my one of our famous mahogany trees from the north."
Just checking. So
can I do something for you?
Well,
now, is that a hardwood, or do you consider that like a softwood?
Jesus.
Are you interested in purchasing my desk?
So how hard of a wood are we talking?
Oh Jesus. So
he raises his eyebrows and kind of bats his eyelashes at you, Crystal."
Oh God!
Hi.
Oh boy.
You are a shapeshifter, so
I'm a
Oh
lesbian.
dear. I am suddenly very lesbian.
I mean,
Well, guess
that's
what?
not what you told that cultist that you got into bed with.
He could be in lesbians with you, so
Oh my god.
Well, someone watched Scott Pilgrim.
yes, love that movie. So an attack on two fronts against the Dragon Well would give everyone a greater advantage. I know you said the giants do not need help, and that is fine. You can fight your front on its own, but maybe we could coordinate attacks and perhaps even the location of the Dragon Well. So, greater forces than just the giants can take down the evil dragons.
When you say we, and you say greater forces, on whose behalf are you speaking?
Well, obviously the races that don't want to get completely decimated by Tiamat. I mean, I'll be there.
You think that the humans and elves and dwarves would all unite to fight in this battle they couldn't unite to have a nice dinner party together. I seriously doubt you're going to be able to unify forces in the Sword Coast in this kind of a battle. But don't worry, the giants have you covered.
You, have
Okay.
at least, you can at least give us a chance to. You might be surprised. We could be quite convincing.
Who are you to think that you can actually speak for the great cities of the Sword Coast anyway?
Well, I speak on the behalf of Bahamut.
And we have first witness accounts.
He kind of
what's
rolls
been
his
happening.
eyes.
Okay. I know you don't believe me. I get that a lot. But we've proven our strength to you. We've taken down the dragon. We took down Rezimir. We took down one of the Red Wizards of Thay. It may have been not as easy as it could have been. They were great challenges, but we are ready to rise up to the challenge of preventing Tiamat from rising and finding the dragon well and crushing all the forces within it.
I see. So the four of you are going to go to what? The Well of Dragons and fight the hundreds of thousands of forces that they've amassed there?
If that's what it takes.
That's my
That's
plan.
what you're going to do.
He shakes his head and looks at the ground and says,
You four have a death wish.
Well, that's
Actually.
what you seem to be having right now as well, if you think you can take this on with just your forces.
You haven't even seen my forces.
Yeah, it's just you and some ogres that if we throw coins at them, they get confused and punch each other. That's not the greatest military might I've ever seen.
I pull out my crossbow.
he scowls at you and like boasts.
I have thousands of troops to the north of here.
And where are they? You have a floating castle, which is really awesome, by the way. This thing is so cool. But
They're in an encampment. I don't take my army everywhere I go.
why not?
Do you really think that I want the cultists to actually see that I'm amassing an army? You must be mad.
Yeah, I've been called that too.
Listen, fine. You want to go to the Well of Dragons? Be my guest. I'm not going to stop you. But this castle is heading north. And
Oh, no,
If
we
you
didn't want
would
to
like
go now. We just need the location, and then we'll coordinate attacks and crush them.
oh, well, then why didn't you say so? Hold on.
I thought.
he gestures over to a large table and he points and then he looks at the four of you. He especially looks at Meowthy. And he
come
rolls
on.
it, and then he rolls his eyes and he grabs 4 chairs and like drags them over to the table.
Oh, we get high chairs.
You get high chairs.
Yes.
Yes, and so
I would get
after you guys
spoon-fed
are
as well.
boosted up, I think maybe Meowthy even would need to like sit on somebody's shoulders to peer over the edge of the table.
No, I'll just listen. All right, I'm good.
Okay. All right, you actually see a map on the table, and it is a map of the Sword Coast. I'll let it render for you guys. I'm gonna have you guys zoom all the way out so you guys can see the whole map.
There's
And
Spartans.
all right, so just to give you guys some perspective, I think you guys are probably you guys are about here right now. This is where he points and explains that this is where you guys are right now. You guys can actually see there's El Terrell down here, there's Baldur's Gate, there's Waterdeep, and this is Parnas where you had actually departed. He points to a mountain range far to the south. You're gonna have to scroll down, cameraman, all the way down the southern east side of the map. You'll see a mountain range called the Sunset Mountains. And he points to the mountain range and explains to you that the Well of Dragons is in a gorge inside the Sunset Mountains.
Is it gorgeous?
All right.
I
I'll
feel
write
some
that
slight
down and
engorging.
try to I'll try to make like a crude map or whatever of like the area and then where he says the Dragon Well is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it essentially like this giant area here?
No, he actually points to this general direction up here at the northern part of the mountain range.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So
You might not know this, but I do have a question here. The entire Sunset Mountains right here, there's a line that is circulating it. Is that a river, a road?
which
River, right?
so this right here?
Right, like this whole thing going
Okay,
through this gorge?
that right there is a river. Yes, it's a river.
All right, so these are rivers then. All right,
Mhm.
sorry.
Yeah, so this is a river. This is a river. There might be, you should see on your map some dotted lines. The dotted lines are roads. Yes.
Okay. I thought that's where Billy was.
Where Billy was?
You never read Family Circus?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Womp womp womp.
So, yes, this is where the Well of Dragons are. This is where we are, and we are headed north.
Oh, so you're headed like to the northeast, huh?
His eyes narrow, and he says,
We're headed north. Perhaps we could drop you off before I reach my destination.
Well, we have a friend that's in the woods over near Parnast. Oh, he's probably busy right now.
Well, we could probably go to Parnast and take out the cult activity there.
Yeah.
Or we could be dropped at Waterdeep and.
Well, no, they're not going to let a floating castle do.
We are not taking my castle to Waterdeep. As strong as this castle is, I don't want to go up against the wizards of Waterdeep. I'm sure they could find some way to make this thing fall out of the sky.
Really? That'd be a shame.
It would indeed. You see a giant floating castle, and you most, I think, would consider it to be a threat. I have no intentions of. I have no quarrel with the smaller folk. I don't want to antagonize your kind.
Do you have a banner that you'll raise so we'll recognize it when the time comes?
It's going to be really hard to miss my floating castle in the sky.
Well, there might be other floating castles in the sky.
I would like to see that.
Well, I mean, you never know.
I don't look up that much.
He points to the wall at the far end of the room, and you see a black and yellow striped banner. And he explains to you that is his family crest.
Okay.
DM again, Blagoskus, is that like, does he have a family name? Did he ever tell us a family name?
He has not divulged a family name, no.
Okay, cool.
Okay, well, I'll look over at Meowthie and give him like the question eyebrow of, do we bring up the gold?
So what's gonna happen with the gold?
He smiles and he says,
you seek recompense for your troubles with our little dragon infestation. I see.
Well,
yes, that's understandable. I tell you what, you take whatever you feel is fair out of the hoard, and whatever is left over I'll use to fund my war machine.
Well, the problem being is that a lot of that gold was stolen from villages. So we're trying to figure out the way to maybe help those villages that were raided out back.
You could say that all of that gold, all of the journeys we had to do, all these villages that burned down and got stolen from, that's all what led us here. It's all part of the same job that you should pay us for.
They're just as much of a victim of the dragon cult as you are of the Tiamat's forces. I mean, they're victims as well. This gold would help them rebuild.
He just starts bursting out into laughter and says,
"Oh dear. Well, you know what? If you want to start redistributing the gold, be my guest. The thing is, it's... how should I put this? What you see in the cavern below this castle is just the smallest, tiniest fraction of the wealth that they've amassed in the Well of Dragons. The vast majority of the Sword Coast wealth, I would actually imagine, is located there. What of that treasure? Are you going to redistribute that as well?
That gives us a greater reason to go in and liberate the gold from them.
He shrugs and says,
Do what you will.
Is that you'll let us redistribute the gold in the cavern, or?
If you think that you deserve all the treasure in that cavern as payment for taking care of our dragon problem, then be my guest. I don't care what you do with it.
How about I turn to the others and say, how about we take 70%?
70 or 17?
70 to redistribute.
7-0.
Oh, okay.
It would help.
Small folk never change.
Well, we're trying to help.
We want to take some of it back, but we also understand that you need some of this gold, and there is a vast wealth there.
he raises his eyebrows at you, Ophala, and says,
Oh, you mean to leave me 30%?
Correct.
You surprised me.
Hey, not all tieflings are bad.
okay, guys. So, are you all in agreement? Do you guys feel that that's the right thing to do?
I think, to an extent, it's the fair thing to do. While I would like to take 100% of the treasure, I understand that they need... This is out of character, by the way, just to help talk to the others.
I'd prefer you guys discuss this in character. I think it's more fun that way. You guys can excuse yourselves to discuss it amongst yourselves if you like.
We excuse ourselves.
Excuse me.
So you guys take a recess to discuss amongst yourselves how to distribute the treasure. So you guys are in a private room right now.
Now it's time to strip naked. All right.
Wait, what?
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Naked Twister to determine who gets what.
Oh, boy. All right. So, I mean, he's agreed to distribute it, and I don't catch any malice, or at least any deceit in what he's saying, and he's been very upfront with us.
Well, he's been very careful with his words.
He has indeed. See, I think leaving them 30% is a sign of goodwill on both the fact that he's given us the location and such. The 70% is still a vast majority of what we're able to give back to people.
Well, I'm good.
Good with giving them 100%.
I'm for it.
I will follow along with whatever you folks want. If there's no way I can convince you that this is a bad idea to trust the word of a giant who is raising an army.
I know.
Okay. If I can't convince you that that's a bad thing.
But
I mean, personally, I just choose to dip and just go on with our mission, but...
I feel that we should take the 70%, redistribute it, and try to join, well, I won't say join, but ally ourselves with the giants for the attack on the...
Okay.
See if we can convince some of these cities, if by, I don't know, maybe we can use Harper influence or something to help.
Yep, fine. Agree to whatever you want, and I walk out.
Oh.
Okay, someone's not happy. All right.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to start searching around the castle if you want to continue with them.
Okay, are you looking for anything in particular?
Any way to control this damn thing.
Okay. If you were to reach a locked door, what would you do?
Well, we've killed almost everybody on this thing, so if I would look around carefully to see if there is any of those ogres like within about 100 yards, and then start wailing on it with my mace.
I see. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let you search the castle for a way to control it.
Can we take
how
like
long?
a
How long
2-minute
are you
break?
planning on spending doing that?
Till we land. Until everybody else gets off. If I don't find anything by then I'll just leave with them.
Okay. Sorry, what was that, Ophala?
No, as in, could we take like a 2-minute break or?
Oh, I was actually thinking we were gonna wrap up in a minute here. Is that
Oh, okay, that's fine then. That's fine.
That's fine.
I'll let my bladder burst.
Yes.
No, if you need a pee, we can take a
No,
break.
it's fine. It's fine.
I mean,
Okay.
someone else already went earlier, so it should be okay. Just turn your mic off.
Okay, so anyway, there's all right. So I think I heard you guys agree that you wanted to take 70% of the treasure. In order to take 70% of the treasure, because there's like a lot of copper pieces and stuff, is going to require that the castle is landed and that you guys are taking it off in like hauls and like putting it onto like a wagon of some type. So you're going to need to like land in a town because you can't just like hop off the castle in a forest. And
Why don't we go to Parnest and use what's left of that and liberate the people?
We have a wheelwright that we know likes us.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm not
That's
there.
true. Also, you do know that it's on the wrong side of the Grey Peak Mountains if you're trying to get to someplace like Waterdeep or something, and you'd have to take your wagon like up a very perilous journey through the Grey Peak Mountains. There are other towns on the other side of the mountain range that would probably be a lot more appropriate if you wanted to go
Let's
that
do
route.
that.
Yeah,
Something
we'll do that.
appropriate then.
All right. So I'm guessing you guys are like, what? You're going to go back to Blagothus and ask if he can like just drop you off at one of these towns or something.
See if he can help us out to. I mean, there's not much. You don't have carriages and shit, so we need to. Yes, basically, drop us off at a town where we can work on getting a caravan and redistribute the gold.
So let's see on the map. Let me reveal some of the places you guys have already been. There is a town on the map. It's actually marked. Let me get it so that you guys can actually see it. Called Sycomber. It is to the east of Daggerford, but it's actually really close to Waterdeep. It's up here.
Okay.
You guys, I think, can arrange with Blagothus to have you dropped off there. And if that is what happens, I'll explain what that looks like exactly. Is that the plan? Is that where you guys want to go? I'm assuming you guys want to be somewhere near Waterdeep, right?
Yeah, we can go to Waterdeep, find some harpers, distribute everything back to the affected towns, and then do the next campaign, I hope.
All right, so Meowthy, your search for the castle doesn't turn up anything.
Okay.
You did find a door to a tower where the door is enchanted, and you haven't been able to find a key to it. You haven't been able to find a way in. You've banged on it, you've kicked it, you've done all sorts of things, and it just is not opening up. But the rest of the castle, I think you've explored, other than the crumbling tower. You can't open the door, and unless you want to like try to climb up the crumbling tower, is that something you wanted to do?
Wait, I can climb up that thing?
You could try, yeah. Give me an athletics. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Give me an athletics check, and we'll see if you get up there.
Okay.
Yeah, so you actually do make it to the top. The overhang that was high up above, like the balcony area that you saw protruding out of the tower, is really unstable. And you have the feeling that if anyone that was heavier than you was standing on this, it would probably break right off of the tower. But it's barely supporting your weight. And there's actually a door, and when you go inside the door, there is an empty room except for a coffin in the middle of it. And upon inspection, it's just an empty coffin.
No runes, no dust, no anything?
No runes, no dust, no nothing. Just an empty coffin. So
give it a halls.
You give it a what?
A halls.
Halls?
Yeah, I'll give it a halls so it can stop coughing.
Christ. That was just the worst. That was literally the worst. All right, anyway. So the castle approaches Sycomber. And what a sight, right? The peasants of Sycomber, I don't think have ever seen a fucking flying castle before, right? And like, so this castle just comes down out of the sky, everyone has come out of their little huts and their houses, and they're all just like kind of staring up in wonder. Secomber actually was one of the cities that was affected by a cultist raid, by the way. But they've since kind of rebuilt and kind of gotten back up on their feet. But yeah, you guys find a wagon. Actually, wagons cost some money. Let me see here.
I wonder if we'll be able to afford it.
Yeah, you will be able to, but I need for you to just subtract it.
Sorry about that.
Okay. You've made it to Secomber.
So there's
and
no way we can revive Ophala? Like he's dead? She's dead? Or that's...
yeah,
even though
Ophala fell to her death, and she's...
It would be wrong to use this money we're going to redistribute to the villages to resurrect our parent.
Yeah. And honestly, it's actually a really expensive one anyway, because it had to be true resurrection, because like her body went splat.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's no way that she'd be able to be resurrected by a normal resurrection scroll. And man, those true resurrections, man, that's expensive as fuck, you know.
Yeah,
you have to find... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not believing this.
No, everything's fine. So yeah, you guys spend 35 gold on a wagon.
Excuse me, that's a lot of gold. I can't afford that.
Well, we'll just pay with the treasure.
And it needs 2 horses. That's gonna be another 150 gold per horse to pull the wagon. But yeah,
can I haggle with this guy? Can I talk him down on that? That's a lot of money.
So 395. So
can I guilt trip him, saying that all this goal is to go to the people who have been affected by the dragon cults? Don't you have a heart?
He kind of looks at you incredulously, Meowthy, and says, "The gold's not even yours. You told me yourself that this treasure you're transporting, it belongs to the people."
It does, and you're going to steal that from them? I mean, come on.
You're trying to steal my horses from me.
Look, give me the horse for 50 gold. I'll make sure you get 50 gold back from the treasure.
He looks at you like, but what?
It's tax reasons. Don't worry about it.
That's 100 gold per horse?
No, 50 for all of it. 50 together.
50 for gold. 2 horses? Get out of my shop.
You're getting it right back.
Get out of my stables right now.
Fine, we'll pay you.
I mean, we could... If you did this and gave us a better deal, we could put out the word that you were the one who came forward and giving us a caravan and horses. That would make you more popular.
Oh, Gary, you're breaking my balls, Gary. You're breaking my balls here.
Given the amount of treasure, I think you guys are going to need more than 1 wagon, though.
Jeez.
I'm going to say that you guys could probably still have the 2 horses, but you're going to chain the wagons together, and I think the horses will have to work hard, but I think they can pull.
Oh, can we get some extra horses then? Like, I don't want to work the horses hard. Poor thing.
So you're looking at, if you want horses to each wagon, that's 6 horses. And 3 wagons, or you could have 4 horses.
How much would it come to in total?
Fucking hell! Hold on, let me get my calculator out.
70% of.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
600 gold pieces.
I take the bag of gems that I had and say, look, here.
The bag of gems. Which bag? Oh, from the Tiamat tapestry.
Yes.
How much were those worth again?
I think there was worth like 800.
I need an exact number. You can't say you think. Let me see. Let me pull it up again.
Oh, wait. I got that here.
800 gold pieces, gems from tapestry.
800, yeah.
I give him that and say, here.
Okay, yeah. 800. Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. He accepts your payment. And you have now 3 wagons and 6 horses, and we're gonna say, yeah, you load everything up. The ogres help you haul everything out of the chamber. You're only taking 70% of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. We'll calculate all the rest of that later.
Okay.
And yeah. So what's the plan for you guys? You guys, I think I heard you say you're gonna head to Waterdeep and try to make contact with the Harpers and exchange intel. What exactly intel are you going to be giving them?
The giants. We'll give them the location of the well. We'll give them all the information that we've come across. Just basically,
what information have you come across, though? I need you to be specific because you actually get rewarded a certain amount of XP depending on what intelligence you share.
Dead.
Well, we'll tell them that Vesemir is dead and that it was a power coup, a power play from was it Talos or Talios or something like that?
Talum. Vesemir and Talum had some sort of beef inside there. Talum was fine with delaying the resurrection of Tiamat.
Talos.
Talos,
yeah.
We'll give them.
You guys came across some physical evidence. Too.
Yeah, we have. We also have some letters between Severon and Roth Madar.
We also have the book
Thay about how they wanted to
Everest, yeah. I love how you guys get like the general name, but it's like one syllable. You switch around.
We also have the book about what the Red Wizards were going to do.
You're going to share that as well.
Yeah.
We have information on the giants and that they're raising an army in the north and what they plan to do.
Oh, you're going to share that. Interesting.
And how much I mistrust that.
We're going to tell them about what happened with the Lizardmen and to try ask the Harpers to help the Lizardmen with barring.
Oh, and that library of priceless knowledge that's there.
That's why I said help them with that.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll say that the Zents look like that they had an interest in what was going on, but we don't know exactly what their ultimate goal was.
And tell them about Panas being under the cultist control and that they should maybe fix that.
And don't take a bath underneath the castle where the Lizardmen are.
Yes.
That should be the best XP bonus right there.
All right, so we're going to leave this a little bit nebulous because a lot of this is going to get pretty well defined when we start the next campaign.
So this is like the final of this
Yeah,
chapter?
so I want you guys to tell me just not necessarily what you are going to do, but what you're planning on doing. And then when we actually get to the next module, I'll have you tell me at the start of that what you actually did. But I'm curious what you guys are planning to do after you have shared this intel. We're going to say that you're assuming that some amount of time is going to be able to pass where you guys kind of can do whatever the fuck you want. Right? Because
sorry, go on.
So what are you guys planning on doing over the next few weeks?
So is this what we're personally doing or what we're doing as a group?
Both.
All right. So personally, I'm going to be moving at the end of March, so I'll be MIA for those last two.
Well, personally, by
I think that's a little too personal there.
I'm just reminding.
Yes, thank you for the reminder. When is that? When are you starting to move again?
March 20th.
March 20th. Okay.
I just don't want to assume we're going to get into our house within a week, so that's why I said 2 weeks.
Okay. All right.
I think personally, Ophala is going to take an interest in trying to make sure that the Lizardmen get fair treatment and that they are not being ripped off. So kind of oversee with the Harpers what's going on.
Okay, cool.
Because she's got a soft spot for outcasts, and she's worried that they're going to get thrown over, kind of thing.
I like that a lot. You already have inspiration, or at least I'd give it to you again. Flick, what are you planning on doing?
Flick's going to try to see if he can get to know his magical sword a bit more to see if they can have a bromance going anytime
get
soon.
Along.
Yeah. He's also going to be, if there's time, just wandering the land, helping out the common people, because that's what he was doing as he was hunting down the cultists and before he wound up with the group. He's going to try to keep in tabs with anybody. But until he gets another vision from Bahamut, he's just going to keep on fighting the good fight to everyone wherever he can.
Mm-hmm. Well, remember, some of you joined the Harpers and some of you did not.
Flick didn't. He didn't want anything to do with that shit.
Right. So Flick, I don't think is going to be able to like speak to the rest of the group through the Harpers, like through like a Harper network or something. So like, I'm curious how Flick is going to keep in touch while he's going out and about and doing his stuff.
When the
we
time
know,
comes, Bahamut will let him know.
Gotcha. All right. Meowthy, what are you planning on doing?
As soon as we get finished with the Harpers,
Take some inspiration, Flick, by the way.
Okay.
How big of a town is this? Is this pretty sizable?
Secomber. Hold on.
It has 20 people.
It is a very small town.
Okay.
Population of about 1,000.
Shit, I don't want to go to Waterdeep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm going to first find the closest temple I can, take all the parts I'd gathered, and pray over them, and then find a spot to bury them all. Then I'm beeline to Waterdeep. I'm going to make inquiries to find what the newest temple that's been open lately is. I'm going to disguise myself as an acolyte of that temple and go to work there.
Interesting. I like it.
I'm going to try to track down another member of the Harpers and set up a separate location somewhere away from that temple so I can go to them and meet them at specific times, and then go back to work trying to learn everything I can about whatever deity I'm following.
Okay, that's a pretty good plan. All right. Take some inspiration as well, Meowthy.
Okay.
Crystal, what is your character going to be doing?
Well, first, I think I'm going to go Waterdeep and unload all of this haul that I have been carrying on my back.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I guess you guys are probably... Are you guys going to travel to Waterdeep together to get like your payout from all the stuff that Crystal's been keeping track of?
I should hope so.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would hope
I was like,
so.
but even if they weren't with me, I would divvy it up. I wouldn't just
Right.
take it off myself.
You'd find a
That
way
I
to get
wouldn't
it
do.
to them.
Flick
yeah.
will stick around
Yeah.
until they're like within like a day's worth of sight of Waterdeep, and then he's just gonna peace out.
And I'm
Okay.
hoping along our ways, I'll maybe see, a couple of new beasts so I can kind of become, more involved with different beasts. Hopefully,
Yes,
learn
we
to
will
fly.
pass by Jurassic Park, and you'll finally be able to turn into a
Yes.
dinosaur.
Yes.
Yes.
I like the
Pterodactyl.
suggestion that we go to year-old
Pterodactyl.
Disney.
Right. Yeah, let's go.
But I
Disneyland.
feel like the more beast forms I can kind of visualize before, by the
Mhm.
time we get to whatever bosses we have to next time,
Mhm.
I'll be prepared.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And just do some research on the various beasts and their locales, and we'll see, in the Forgotten Realms, and we'll see what you find.
I was like, yeah, stuff that I just don't have a choice to ever see here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll talk about that before the next campaign. But yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I like that. Take some inspiration as well. So you guys are all four of you are gonna have some inspiration at the start of the next campaign at least. So there's that. Yeah, I think we're going to leave this a little bit open and nebulous because I want to kind of solidify a lot of this whenever we start the next campaign. But yeah, you guys have gone on a very long journey. What started as a raid on a small town turned into getting dragged into the affairs of the Harpers, and joining that spy organization and then working for them and trying to track down where all this treasure was going. It took you like all up and down the Sword Coast. You ended up eventually tracking it to this flying castle. You were involved in like a civil war between lizard folk and frog people. you were it's been a wild ride for sure.
It'll make a great story for a father to write down.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
So just curious, are we going to start off the next, not the interim campaign, but the next chapter with leveled up?
I can guarantee you that you guys have leveled up again after everything that you've done. I'll calculate the amount of XP and I'll tell you later. But yeah, I think you have to have gotten another level. There's a lot of stuff I have to tally up though. Yeah, you guys very, very nearly died. So
Very nearly died twice.
Probably more than
Yes.
twice, to be honest.
More than twice. Yeah, there were a couple times where if I had rolled just a little bit differently, if the rolls had come out with a slightly different result, you guys would have been completely boned.
But we lived, and that's the
But
main
you
thing.
lived. You lived, and that's the main thing. From like an out of character perspective, I will say maybe you guys can work on your tactics a little bit more. Your situational awareness.
We'll just stay in a clump.
Yeah.
As long as they don't AoE us, we're
Because
fine.
that worked
Yeah.
well with the dragon, didn't it?
And all those fireballs with the mages. Yeah, that was
Oh my
intense.
god.
That was intense.
To be fair,
I think our goal should
We-
just be
we
roll
left him
higher
alive.
initiatives.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I mean, to be fair, we was going to let him live. We wasn't going to go all evil and just murder him. He surrendered, and that turned out to be a bad idea. So maybe there's going to be we won't be as merciful next.
Well, I didn't want to be merciful.
It wasn't evil. He was evil to begin with. I
I
mean,
never
us
wanted to
killing
be
him was not going
merciful.
to be not evil.
Yeah, but
Okay,
he
so-
he
I don't know if he
surrendered.
was so much evil as he was maybe opportunistic, where he saw reinforcements come in and he's like, well, maybe.
Okay, you know what? He looked at all the stats. He looked at all the opportunities. He made a bad call.
Yeah, and he's
I-
dead
I-
now.
I
And
don't
then he
know.
got
It was
eaten
almost a
alive
good
by
call.
magical fuck you crows.
That's exactly what happened.
Gross.
Yeah, he's dead.
It was
was fuck.
almost the right call, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, congratulations on completing your first campaign module. That's fucking PogChamp. There is a sequel to this, which we will be getting to soon. TM. We're not going to be doing it on Roll20. We're going to be doing it on Fantasy Grounds. I have to learn the system. I have to read through the whole book. In the meantime, I don't know when he's going to be ready, but Total Fusion 1 is going to be doing like a season 1.5 kind of thing. Like we're going to be doing an interim campaign in between these campaigns. I don't know what's the plan, Fusion, as far as like when we can start that.
I sent you a ginormous wall of text. Do not read it today because I know you're busy today. But sometime in the future, I just need some information for you. I could be ready as early as next week, but I'll know for sure tomorrow. I got jury duty, so
Oof.
depending on how that
Yay.
goes.
Okay. All right.
But if I don't get picked, I should be ready by next Sunday.
Anyway, all right, we're about to go over. So I just want to say thank you again. Thank you for having patience with me. This is my first time DMing ever, and I'm actually a pretty new player to Dungeons and Dragons as well. So this has been an adventure for me too. But yeah, so we will solidify exactly what transpires between now and the next segment of our adventure in the next Tyranny of Dragons episode, which is going to be probably a ways away. At least 1 month, I would say. At least 1 month. But yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. Let's say our goodbyes. Tell everybody where they can find you. We're going to start from the bottom up, I think. So Total Fusion 1, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitch at Total Fusion 1 on a major gaming platform. I've started streaming on the weekends now, so just check and see if I'm available.
Cool. All right. Azuba, how about you?
I can be found on Twitch as Goku X Yellow Swag, and also on Xbox and PSN under Azuba.
All right. And Mei.
You can find me on Twitch and Twitter under the username Isaiah.
Thank you. And Shipwreck Shark, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and all of Facebook, Instagram, all at Shipwreck Shark.
All right, and I was your DM, Daganmar. You can find me here. Surprise, surprise. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I think that's gonna be it. Yay, we did it! Let's all give ourselves a round of applause because Jesus Christ, that was something.
Hey,
All right, and
thank you for running this for us. I really appreciate it. You did awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying so. Thanks everybody. Thanks for joining me. And I think that's gonna be it. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for joining us for our D&D session this week. If you like what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button, and if you feel so inclined, feel free to leave a comment. Let us know what your favorite part of today's episode was. Don't forget, you can catch us on twitch.tv/Daganmar on Sundays for our live recording sessions. That's going to be it for D&D this week. We'll see you next time.